Good afternoon, everybody. It's about 10 to 3 on a Thursday afternoon, August something or other, 2024. Oh, there's a zero turn. Okay, just a quick video on time code and the iPhone 13 and the Tentacle Track E. I guess this would apply to the Tentacle Sync too, probably. But something that tripped me up and took me a little while to figure out, and I'll share my limited, pathetic knowledge with you. So let's go over the equipment first. So we've got the iPhone 13 Pro Max, Tentacle Track E, DJI Osmo Action 4. We've got the authentic Tentacle to USB-C A20 mini cable. So that's USB-C, 3.5 millimeter TRS jack. And then also we've got the Ceramic SRC2001, which is the same thing, USB-C to TRS mini jack. So what are we trying to accomplish here? We are trying to get time code from this thing into this thing. And it was more complicated than I thought it would be. Let me show you. Just going to mount you on the tripod. We're going to fire up the iPhone and go to the Tentacle Sync app, which, as you can or can't see, time code's already running. Okay, let me move this in more. There we go. Time code is already running. So, and then we're going to turn on the DJI. First of all, we bring up the time code menu. So you flip it down, hit the little nut and bolt icon, scroll up a bit, until you get to time code. Press it. And you can see it says connect the USB adapter to USB-C port. Alright, so it goes into the headphone jack. Alright, and then goes into this thing. And then, put this down for a sec, then on the app we press or we tap on the device, which is the Track E. And we go to settings, and we're in 32-bit float. This is important right here. Headphone output routing, left time code, right audio. So you want to make sure that is in time code. All right, so back out of that, back to the main page. And then what we do is we hit this and we go to 30 because, and this is very interesting, let's back out of this for a sec. When we hit our resolution, we see that there's 24, 25, 30, 48 frames per second. So we're using 30 frames per second in this case, which we have 30 frames per second here on the Tentacle Sync. So you would think, Okay, cool. We hit start. Let's go back to our time code. We've already got our USB plugged in, and we hit start.
I know it sounds like I'm beating a dead horse here, guys, but I just want to make sure that we get the point across that this thing only syncs when you initially plug the cable in. If you make any changes to the Tentacle Sync app itself, like the frame rate or anything like that, you need to unplug and re-sync again as far as the DJI goes. All right.
And nothing happened. There should be a confirmation screen on the DJI. Why did we get nothing? Huh. All right. And then all of a sudden it dawned on me, wait, when I look at these DJI Osmo Action 4 files in my editing program, they say 29.97. So what the frig? Maybe I need to set this to 29.97, not 30 like it shows on the DJI menu. So we go here. Nope, sorry. We just hit the little clock icon again, change this to 29.97, and we hit start. Now we should get a confirmation screen, which we don't.
Okay, I can assure you guys that I did unplug and re-plug the cable back in, trying all these different scenarios. I think I'm just making a screw up since I'm making a video, and I forgot a couple of the steps and what order to do them in. But like I said, I can assure you that I did, any changes I made to the app, I did unplug and then plug back in. It just plain and simple did not work with the Tentacle Sync brand cable.
This is more complicated than it needs to be. All right, so Tentacle version of the USB-C to TRS jack does not work. Confirmed. Let's unplug it. This big waste of time. Enter the Saramonic SRC2001 cable. This little rinky-dink cable, which the wire is about as thick as a, I don't know, thick as a friggin', I don't know, not very thick. All right, so we plug this in to the headphone out, and we plug this in to the DJI. So you would think that we need to be at 30. Start. Why are we not getting the confirmation screen? Ay, ay, ay. All right, so like I said, my brilliant idea was we need to go to 29.97. 29.97, because this thing records 29.97 frame rate instead of 30 like it says in the actual menu. So we hit start. And we're in timecode mode on the Action 4. Plug in our cable, our Saramonic.
So I should have explained this a little earlier, guys, but keep in mind for it to sync, you need to set your frame rate correctly to 29.97 in this case, as you see here, and then you plug your cable in. So once you plug the cable in, it should automatically sync. If it doesn't, then something went wrong. In my case, I had the wrong cable, but once I changed to the Saramonic, we're all good to go.
Boom. Successfully synced. We're in business, boys. And I will hold this up to the phone so you can verify we are in sync. Yeehaw. Solved. So I hope that helped somebody out. Helped me out a lot when I finally figured it out. I don't know why none of the other videos I watched went over this. They all seem so dang concerned on the picture quality and how to color grade it. They don't go over the little details that are going to mess you up. So timecode is it's way easier to edit with because everything's in sync. Like I've said before, DaVinci Resolve sucks donkey you know what at syncing audio waveforms, in my opinion. I've had way better luck with this. I've used it a couple times now, but hopefully this will help somebody out. Don't get the Tentacle brand USB-C to 3.5 millimeter jack. Get the Saramonic SRC 2001 cable. Set your Tentacle sync to 29.97 and it'll sync beautifully with the DJI Osmo Action 4. Now I'm not exactly sure how this is going to work if I leave it at 29.97 and try to sync it with the phone. May have to switch it to 30. I don't know for sure. We'll see. I haven't tried that yet, but if you're just using the Tentacle Sync or Tentacle Track E or Sync, it don't matter, and you want to sync it to the DJI Action 4, set it to 29.97. Any other devices you need to sync, you figure that out, because I have enough problems figuring my own stuff out. And I've only got two little crap cameras. I got the stupid little iPhone and the DJI, which is hardly a pro level camera. If it was, I would buy a Blackmagic or a Sony camera. But hopefully that helps you out. Sayonara from the Dual Dog.